Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Sportsmanship starts with you.
Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember, sportsmanship starts with you.
Well, good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to the field here at Ankeny Centennial High School for the first round of SUBSTATE baseball. My name's Cade Tomlinson, joining me tonight, not having to do any of the other 3 jobs he normally has to do, is my dad, Rodney.
Hey, and tonight I'm on the left side, not the right side.
Yeah,
so.
Typically I say you're sat to my right. Well, now you're on my left side tonight, so just another way for me to get my lefts and rights mixed up tonight.
Sure thing. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Sun is out, little on the warm side. Flag blowing toward the left field fence just a bit as we're ready for the opening round, and we welcome the Marshalltown Bobcats. Cade?
Yeah, Marshalltown coming into today with a 5-30 record on the season. So Marshalltown 5-30 on the season.
Picking up a win over North just recently in the last week. So good way to kind of come in if you can. They have a win in their recent rearview mirror.
And looking at the Jaguars coming into tonight's game, 25-10 on the season. As we are going to get ready for starting lineups here tonight, we are going to turn it over to our PA announcer, Nick Hoskins, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Centennial High School for tonight's Class 4A sub-state matchup between the Marshalltown Bobcats and your Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Starting lineups for tonight, we'll start with the Marshalltown Bobcats. Batting first, playing catcher, Caleb Kusaro. Batting second, playing first base, Taven Dutton. Batting third, playing shortstop, Sam Griesel. Batting fourth, pitching, Xander Stupp. Batting fifth, playing center field, Dale Green. Batting sixth, playing right field, John Schoenfelder. Batting seventh, playing second base, Luke Stalzer. Batting eighth, designated hitter, Wyatt Peters. Playing left field for the Bobcats, Ashton Wright. And batting ninth, playing third base, Garrett Thie. Bobcats are led by head coach Colton Hankey with the assistance of Steve Hansen, Jeff Hugenson, Avery Mobley, Nathan Primrose, and Nick Reddick. Now the starting lineup for your Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Batting first, playing shortstop, Isaac Brule. Batting second, playing first base, Preston Glatt. Batting third, playing center field, Jackson Reed. Batting fourth, playing left field, Joey Oki. Batting fifth, designated hitter, number 7, Will Morris. On the mound for the Jaguars, number 4, Sean Stewart. Batting 6th, sixth, playing right field, number 20, Cohen Bullwinkle. Batting seventh, playing third base, Emerson Alberhaski. Batting eighth, the catcher, Leighton Cole. And batting ninth, playing second base, Eli Starr. Jaguars are led by head coach Mark High.
Fans, that is going to do it for our Signorama starting lineups. We are going to take a break, and we will be right back. You're watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Well, good evening, fans. Once again, welcome back to the field here at Ankeny Centennial High School. It is Bobcats and Jaguars here in the first round of the SUBSTATE.
Taking a look at tonight's game on paper, doesn't look like it's much of a game as the Bobcats with that 5-30 record like you mentioned earlier, but that's why they're going to play them. They start a lot of freshmen and even 8th graders we were counting before the game here, and 3/4 of the team is in the 8th or 9th grade. So they are, to say the least, a young team.
Looking around the field for the Jaguars, we heard our starting lineups. We'll just check through them once again. Your battery here tonight, Stewart to Coln. So Stewart on the mound, Coln back behind the dish. Looking over at first, it's Preston Glatt holding down that spot. Your middle infield, Starr and Brule. And then over at third, it is Emerson Alberhaski. Looking to the outfield, left to right, Joey Oakey in left, Jackson Reed in center field, and Cohen Bullwinkle over in right field.
So Oakey back in his normal territory in left field over there tonight. Last game that we had, he was in right field looking into the sun, talking about the differences of playing right instead of left. As Coln takes it down, and we're ready to go.
So leading it off for the Bobcats is going to be their catcher, Caleb Kusaro. Kusaro, coming into the postseason, has a .306 batting average and a .459 on-base percentage. First pitch coming from Stewart. Swung on.
And Kusaro does have the highest batting average on the team as your leadoff hitter.
That one going to be sent down. Glatt going to struggle to field it, flips it to Stewart, and they will get the out.
Nice job out of Stewart doing what he's supposed to do. Go field the bag. That would have been a very easy one for him to take 2 steps and stop and think, oh, he's got that on his own. So great job of executing just the way they work on it in practice.
Yeah, Glatt just missed the grab on that one a couple times, and Stewart seeing that, hustling his way over there and getting the out. So now your batter, Taven Dutton. And I mentioned pregame. Any relations to those at Yellowstone or Dutton over at first base for the Bobcats? And that one's going to be straight back to Stewart, and that'll be out number 2.
Soft little floater. He could just stick the glove out there and snag it. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down.
Shortstop, number 17, Sam Griesel.
Sam Griesel, the shortstop, will now step in for the Bobcats. Griesel, a nice low stance. First pitch in, strike 1.
And Stewart, as he normally does, working very fast from the rubber. He wastes no time. He gets it, gets the signal in, fires it back in.
Stewart coming into the postseason, a 2.25 ERA, as he's going to take care of out number 3 on his own. So we will head to the bottom of the first. It's a quick 1-2-3 top half. You're watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Welcome back to the ballpark here at Ankeny Centennial High School. Once again, the IAHSAA first round of Sub-State here tonight. And we were looking over, watching Brule warm up as he is our leadoff hitter, trying to figure out which side is he going to hit from tonight.
Isaac, the true definition of a switch hitter, he hit from both sides of the plate during one at-bat last time. So we'll see what he settles on here tonight. Looks like he's going to come up lefty to get things started, so it'll be a righty versus lefty.
Brule drawing the cross on the left side of the plate, as he does before every at-bat.
Bobcats have the third base corner pinching pretty hard. He's 3 or 4 steps into the grass. So obviously they've seen the scouting report on Mr. Brule. He'll swing through that one.
So now the count 1-1 to Isaac Brule. Brule leads the team in batting average, 404 for the batting average, 479 on base percentage, and wicked speed from Brule.
Ouch.
Brule will get the backwards K on that one.
Well, it's the first batter of the evening, so now we're establishing where that strike zone is. So that's why sometimes it's tough to be the leadoff hitter.
That'll bring up Preston Glatt, the Jaguar first baseman. Glatt swings away at the first one, drops off the table.
Slow breaking ball there, out of step, but effective.
That one down in the dirt. Looking around for the Bobcats, it is Stoop to Kusaro. The battery for the Bobcats, Dutton, Stolzer, Griesel, and Tatey from first to third. And then in the outfield, it's Wright, Green, and Schoenfelder. And that's going to be a base hit for Glatt. Going to be pushing for 2.
Glatt will end up on second with the air ball sliding by the left fielder. And Griesel had just taken a step to his left when Glatt hit that and hit it on the right side of him, so leaning the wrong way.
That'll bring up Jackson Reed, the center fielder for the Jaguars. Lynham giving the signs down the third base line. And I think Jackson Reed has gone to a switch hitter mentality as well. Our sheets have him listed as righty-righty, so batting righty and throwing righty, but he's on the left side of the plate.
Indeed he is. And step on the bump there for the Bobcats is a junior, so one of the more seasoned players that they have in their lineup this year.
The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, makes it 1-2. So now 1-2 with Glatt on second. That one up high.
And I mentioned they were carrying a lot of 8th graders and freshmen. 11 players on their roster are 8th grade or freshmen.
So I guess you can't really heckle the underclassmen if that's all your roster is. As Stupp will hang a forward K for out number 2.
For the Jaguars, left fielder, number 24, Joey Oki.
So now the man with a big weekend ahead coming up to bat for the Jaguars.
Barely steps into the box and they send him down to first base. They don't want anything to do with Mr. 24.
So Oki, the intentional walk.
Number 7, Will Morris.
And that'll bring up Will Morris.
Nick could barely get his name out. They were pointing him down to first base. They're not going to mess around with that. Hopefully Morris here can make him pay for it.
What do you mean? You don't want the Jaguars' home run leader stepping into the box?
Well, first base was open. So they thought, why not? 2 down.
So Will Morris, the designated hitter, hitting in place of Sean Stewart, who's doing the pitching tonight. Lynham sticks the hand out.
Well, that was a half-hearted attempt. Morris is a sophomore.
Lynham's typically pretty good at those third base line balls. Oh-2 the count here to Morris. And Morris going to send it over the head of Griesel.
That one right into the alley, and you're going to get 2 runs home for the Jaguars. As Morris drops anchor on second.
As you would say on the PA, put on your bowling shoes, we're going to the alley.
That one went all the way out to the green. Perfectly placed right between them.
So Jaguars hang up 2 and put a runner back on second.
Well, like I had said, hoping Morris could make him pay for that intentional walk, and indeed he did. Came around to score.
So you think they'll learn from that and they'll actually let Oki have an at-bat next time?
No. That one's slipping out of the glove of right in left field.
Yeah, that's not going to be confusing at all tonight.
Right's playing left.
So Bullwinkle will stand up at second. A little bit of merry-go-round here starting to happen for the Jaguars. And when we were talking before the game started, this is kind of what we feared.
Well, with such a young team, I mean, I hate to keep harping on it, but they just don't have the seasoning. So that's what this year is about for them, is to get out, play the positions, make their mistakes they're going to make as a young team, and hopefully they'll come back next year and they'll have that under their belt. So, I mean, think about if these guys stay together the next 3-4 years, the experience they will have by that point of how many games they've played together.
Yeah, the Bobcats could have a fairly good lineup going into the next 3-4 seasons with such a young lineup. So now the third baseman, Emerson Alberhaski, will step into the box.
Alberhaski, one of the seniors on the squad this year. He'll wear that one. Right in the middle of the 2 on the back. Good news was it was a breaking ball, so I don't think it hit too hard. He didn't flinch much.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't see much pain out of him. It was more of a, dang it, I got hit.
He kind of turned into it and let it get him.
So now Leighton Colm steps into the box, the Jaguar catcher, and we talked when you were over on the PA side and just jumbling 4 jobs at once, just casually. And Colm will hit it right back up the middle to Stupp. And it'll be Stupp to Dutton for out number 3.
Well, Jaguars going to send 8 to the plate here in the bottom of the first and hang a 3 spot. Cade?
We will be back right after this. You are watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
With U.S. Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most, even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back to the ball field here at Ankeny Centennial High School. Jaguars hang up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first, and we head back to the top of the second.
I just tell you what, the Jaguar bats have been starting slow lately, so that's a great way to come out of the gate for them with those bats swinging and being hot. That's what you want in the postseason. Build some confidence, go ahead and smack a bunch of singles out there, and goes for some extra bases. Build that up as we head on a little deeper.
And now Colm making the appearance back behind home plate. He was the last batter, so taking some time, getting his gear back on. Some of the times I wonder, would the catchers just rather go up to the plate with their shin guards on?
Makes it a little hard to run, but shin guards aren't too bad.
So Xander Stupp, the Marshalltown pitcher, stepping into the box. Stupp going to have a jam shot off the hands, and it's going to be Alberhaski to Glatt for out number 1.
And a definite jam sandwich there for Xander Stupp. Soft roller down to third. Alberhaski, no problem.
Dale Green steps into the box, the center fielder for the Bobcats.
You were just jumping ahead to the on-deck circle.
Schoenfelder on deck. Oh-2 here to Green.
Green also one of the pitchers for the Bobcats tonight, patrolling center field as he'll hit a high chopper going foul.
So Stewart working quickly, going to miss that one, high and inside.
And just one of the 2 seniors on the squad.
That one right down the middle, breaking ball, will be out number 2.
Ring him up, set him down. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder number 23, John Schoenfelder.
So now J.J. Schoenfelder stepping into the box for the Bobcats. Schoenfelder calling right field home tonight, as that one's going to be fouled back.
And if you're the Bobcats, you want to get a little something going. You don't want to go 1, 2, 3 and go right back out after having given up 3 runs in the bottom.
Yeah, the Bobcats looking to ignite a spark here.
You never want to go 1, 2, 3, but especially after giving up 3 runs, but that's what's going to happen. Swing and a miss from Schoenfelder.
So we are going to head to the bottom of 2, and we are still 3-0 in favor of the Jaguars here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Welcome back. Ankeny Centennial now batting. Due up for the Jaguars. It's going to be Starr, Brule, and Glatt. So 9-1-2 for the Jaguars coming to the plate.
Centennial almost making it all the way through the lineup in the bottom of the first. Starr will finish it up.
Eli Starr settling in at second base here tonight. First pitch to Starr in strike number 1.
Big one hopper out toward short. Nice job by the first baseman applying the tag. The throw pulled him. Dutton able to lasso that one in and apply the tag.
As we look back at the replay, seeing Dutton swipe the ball down from where the throw was and get the out for out number 1. So now we head back to the top of the order. Brule on the right side of the plate this time. And that's the place to be to get hit.
Where's the first one off that lead shoulder? Again, it looked like one of the slow breakers, so not a lot of steam behind it. Not to say that it still doesn't hurt.
So if you're Glatt and you are a full right-handed hitter and you've seen Alberhaski get hit on the right side and Brule get hit on the right side, what are your thoughts coming into the box?
Slide back from the plate half a step.
Brule now over at first. Pickoff attempt.
Well, you got to wonder, hit by the pitch and sending him first, is it going to be like handing him a double? There he goes. And
throw
yes,
is off.
He didn't even give me a chance to throw it out there, but yeah, putting him on first with his speed, you knew he was going to take off for second, so it was like handing him second base.
So now Glatt going to put a foot outside the box. One 0 count.
Oh, they got him on the fake. Lydom is not happy with him. Give the Bobcats credit. They pulled the fake and faked him right out of his shoes.
Well, I will say that was a fairly good trick play there from the Bobcats.
One they've certainly worked on. They executed it well.
Now Glatt comes in, 1-0 count, makes it 1-1 with a strike down on the low outside corner. That one down in the dirt makes it 2-1. Fouls it off.
Just got a piece of that one to send it back into the netting. Well, I'm not sure where that one missed.
Yeah.
Only thing he could call is low, I think, because it was splitting the plate.
So a full count here to Glatt. The payoff pitch with 2 away. And it's going to be strike number 3. So the Jaguars
run themselves out of a possible inning there.
So Jaguars go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the second. We will head to the top of the third. Due up for the Bobcats, it's Schulzer, Peter, and Tatey. You're watching.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Welcome back to the ball field here at Ankeny Centennial High School. Like I mentioned before the break, it is Stolzer, Peters, and Tatey. Your first 3 due up for the Bobcats. So Luke Stolzer, the second baseman, going to step into the box.
Stalzer, one of the many freshmen on the team. He'll swing at the first one, send it high and foul down the third base side.
That one off the very top side of the bat as it just pretty much skyrocketed. Swings away at the second pitch, and it is 0-2 quickly.
And we'll take a moment or two on this one as the blue wore that one, I believe. Fouled straight back.
And for all of you tuning in on CISN here tonight, let us know where you're watching from. We will recognize you guys.
Frozen at the plate. No reaction there. Stalzer just watches it go by, and it is strike 3.
So now it'll bring up the DH, Wyatt Peters. First pitch to Peters. Swung on, and nothing there. Peters, soft contact over to Alberhaski. And it's going to be fired over to Glatt. That's going to be out number 2.
And Kate, I tell you what, if I'm in the Bobcat dugout, I think I'm going to be asking my hitters to step out of the box. Stewart is working so fast out there, I would do anything I could to interrupt that rhythm because he is clicking.
Yeah, Stewart's rhythm just really quick here tonight as first pitch is in there, strike 1. Oki will settle underneath that one. A soft hit to left field, and that's going to be out number 3. So for the third time in a row, the Bobcats go 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of 3. Jaguars still in the lead, 3-0.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
So a fielding change for the Bobcats. Now in left field, it is number 12, Bennett Ricken. Ricken, an 8th grader on this Bobcat team.
Jackson Reed to start things off, and then we'll see if they're going to pitch to Oki or not as he's due up second. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Flag hanging down the pole right now. Just a bit of a breeze. With that heat, there's a good thing there's a bit of a breeze.
Yeah, 85 degrees here at the ballpark as Jackson Reed steps into the box. First pitch to Reed. Big hack.
Reed was going to put a hurtin' on that one if he connected.
That one misses outside. One and one. Contact from Reed. Tracking it down is Green and settling underneath of it for out number 1. Now don't look away from your page yet. Oki now stepping up to the dish. And they're going to throw to him this time. So first pitch misses.
Big chopper down the line is going to draw an error out of the third baseman.
Tatey just not able to get the glove on that one.
Just kind of whiffed on the grab. It was a nice big hop for him. He went to play it and just missed it. Well, here's your star of inning number 1, Will Morris, bringing in a couple with that double.
Morris, the DH for the Jaguars, and he's going to send it right back up the middle. Oki finds himself on second. Morris safe at first.
2 for 2 for Will Morris. Simply sent that one right back where it came from.
So now Cohen Bullwinkle stepping up to the dish, the right fielder.
And the junior will look at that one. Rung up for a strike.
Oh, 1 pitch. Gonna send that one down the third base side. Oki charging for home. And he will be safe. Runners stay first and second.
And Bullwinkle sliced that one opposite field. Dropped it out in left and gets the RBI for his efforts.
So now Emerson Alberhaski steps into the box. Good contact from Alberhaski. That's going to be right in the gap. And one run's going to come across. Bullwinkle going to settle on third. So now we've got runners on the corners.
And Alberhaski picks up the RBI, finding the right center field alley.
So now Leighton Coln steps into the box. Coln has had a red-hot bat these last couple of weeks of the season.
And looks like we're going to have a conference out on the mound, so Jaguars will come off to the side and discuss as well.
So Coln, a .326 hitter for the Jaguars, and a .402 on-base percentage. And a very light pickoff move from Stupp to Dutton. Now a much quicker pickoff move that time.
A little something more on that one.
Now that one's going to drop in for a strike to Coln.
Not exactly sure what they're hoping to accomplish with that step back soft toss over to first. They almost threw it away.
There's your have it, and the ball gets past him. And Bullwinkle going to step on home.
Well, I guess that evens it out. One fake that works and one that cost him a run. So call it even?
I'm not sure Lynham sees it the same way, but
I'm sure he doesn't. But nonetheless, they pick up a run out of it.
And there's the red-hot bat of Coln, sending one into center field. And it's an RBI single for Coln.
Makes it 4 base hits in a row for the Jaguars.
Well, now you said something.
Now batting, second baseman, number 28, Eli Starr. Who's that, 46? Peeper? Yeah.
Cole Peeper going to be in at first.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 46, Cole Peeper.
God, it's freaky when we start talking at the exact same time, saying the exact same thing.
And the difference tonight is it's on the same microphone.
Right. Tonight we're focused on the same thing. Time granted to Starr.
Starr stuck the right hand up. Stupp was taken just a little too long out there, and umpire granted it for him. And as a hitter, you have to be aware on that because the umpire does not have to allow that.
The pickoff attempt once again. Looking at Pieper on base, 4 for 6 on stolen base attempts. Brule leading the team in stolen bases, 16 for 20.
Stupp breaking out the good move on that one. Tell you what, if I'm over on first and get picked off, I'm just going to go ahead and go out the right field fence. I'm not going anywhere near the third base side with Lynham.
Yeah, I think I'll take the long walk around. I'll just exit by their dugout and walk back behind the stands and try and sneak my way back in. Pieper runs his way over to second. That one's going to be fouled back to the net. So Star 1 and 2, the count. And Stupp will hang a K for out number 2. Now we head back to the top of the order. Isaac Brule, the Jaguar shortstop.
Brule, extra big hole on the right side.
And he's going to go right up the middle, and it'll be Green settling underneath that for out number 3. Jaguars hang a 4 spot in the bottom of the third. We head to the top of 4. It's Jaguars lead 7-0. You're watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember, sportsmanship starts with you.
Welcome back to the ball field here at Ankeny Centennial High School. We go to the Bobcat side of the ball, and we are at the top of the order. It's the catcher, Caleb Kusaro.
That'll be the second time through the order here for the Bobcats. See if they can make any adjustment on Stewart.
And I just did a little bit of timing. It's about 10 seconds in between pitches. And it's going to be Stewart hanging up the first K of the 4th inning.
He'll get Kusaro just looking at that one. Dropped it right down the middle on him. We'll see if Dutton can do anything, the first baseman for the Bobcats.
Finds the outside portion of the zone.
Stewart gives him the cheese.
That one would have been me.
That one was on the bounce.
Yeah, but it was still like right here. 1-1, sent down the third base side, foul.
Dutton getting around on that one, out in front of it, pulls it foul down the third base side.
One and two. And that'll be the ring up. Stewart asks him, "Can I help you?" And Dutton answers, "Nope, just looking."
Back-to-back, backwards Ks for Stewart.
Now batting, shortstop, number 17, Sam Griesel.
So Sam Griesel now going to step into the box. The Bobcat shortstop swings away at the first pitch and is just a bit ahead of it.
And Griesel, one of the leaders on the team in at-bats. I noticed looking at stats a little earlier today. So he's had plenty of opportunities up there over the season. Andy timed him at 6 seconds that time, so he's picking up speed as he goes.
My timing may have been a little off.
And Stewart will strike out the side.
So it's going to be
2 backwards, 1 forward for him. Take it away.
It's going to be another 1-2-3 inning for the Bobcats. We head to the bottom of 4. Jaguars lead 7-0 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Well, welcome back to the ball field. Marshalltown now on the defensive side of the ball. We head back to the Jaguars' offensive side. And it is Glatt, Reed, and Oki, your first 3 batters. So Glatt going to step into the box for the Jaguars. Glatt coming into the postseason, a .333 batting average and a .410 on-base percentage. So Glatt getting a hit a third of the time he is at the plate.
And noticing the catcher for the Bobcats, Kusaro, the way he goes down in his crouch, we were talking in between that reminded us of Tony Pena used to do that, stick that front leg out and sit all the way down on it.
Glatt, nice contact to the bat. He's going to bring that one all the way back to the warning track. Green grabs it, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Preston Glatt.
He barrels that one up nicely, deposits it clear out on the warning track, and will pull up at second base with that stand-up double you were talking about.
Jackson Reed now going to be the batter for the Jaguars. Jackson Reed 0 for 2 here tonight. First pitch in, strike 1.
And a nice pitch there as he just paints the outside corner to the left-hand hitter, catching enough of the black to get the strike call.
That one going to miss up high, make it 1-1.
Pretty much the exact same pitch, just in a different spot. It was up a little higher, trying to change the eye level there of the hitter.
Stupp still the pitcher for the Bobcats, as that one's going to be fouled back and out of play.
Well, and Reed, I noticed last time he was up, he flew out to center field, and the moment he hit the ball, he started shaking his head because he dipped down to go get it and popped it up to center. That's kind of what he did on that one. He went down and fouled it up and left.
The pickoff attempt, Glatt back safely. And I guess I should specify a normal pickoff attempt. And you can tell Reed did not like that one. He immediately stood right back up and just kind of stared off into the distance after that one, not even watching where that one went.
Well, he's kind of dipping the front shoulder when he goes after it, so we need see if we can level off the swing and barrel one here.
And Reed will get the forwards K on that one.
Well, the good news is it was a level swing. The bad news is there was no contact.
So now Joey Oki steps into the box, and they're going to throw to him again with a runner on second. Oki puts bat to ball on that one, and that one's going to be just inside the fence. And I guess we really haven't mentioned yet, what are you doing here on a Friday night?
Watching baseball. Marshalltown ran on Thursday night last night, so I find myself with a Friday night available.
Oki, a C9. We'll wait to finish this. A C9 double for Oki.
He'll paint the line down the left field side. And get an RBI for his efforts.
So now Will Morris. And we have a pinch runner. That is number 8, Reed Anderson.
Now running on second base, number 8, Reed Anderson.
So now questions being asked up in the box. Is this a sign of Oki being done for the day over in left field and Anderson taking over for him, or do we see Oki re-entered into the defensive side of the ball?
Well, Centennial with a 6-0 or 7-0 now lead, so they could be going to rest him. Or 8. I'll keep counting until I get there. Jeff corrected me from the far end.
I was going to, but he didn't take a breath in time for me to.
Normally he can just reach over and tap me when I do something silly like that. I'm a little too far away tonight. I'm down here in strange territory on the left side of the box. Nice job down at first to grab that one. Dutton with a flash of leather.
So now that's going to bring up Cohen Bullwinkle.
Now batting, right fielder, number 20, Cohen Bullwinkle.
That's the first time they've gotten Morris out tonight, and he almost laced it down there to go 3 for 3.
And we have one of our regulars checking in here on Centennial Digital tonight. Battle Creek, Michigan. Grandma Judy and Grandpa Rick watching from Battle Creek, Michigan here tonight. Saying we love the new look. Zooming in. Go Stewie.
He is hot out there.
One of the perks of postseason is we can get a couple more people on the crew here tonight and add a couple more camera angles in for you guys. That one inside, called strike. Inside, outside, 2-2.
But it has been there from batter number 1, he called that, so Jags need to adjust to it.
Bullwinkle gets bat to ball on that one, and it is over the head of Ricken. Bullwinkle going to charge for third. It's going to be not as close as I thought.
He slid anyway. He wanted to make it look good. Head first dive into third base.
I'm sure Mom loves him for that one.
You got a replay coming up here. Just missed it. All right, we'll try it again.
Up at the plate for the Jaguars, third baseman, number 2.
Yeah, I think it could have been a stand-up triple, but that's not nearly as fun.
Plus, you don't get to go to Mom and say, hey, look, Mom, I got my white jersey dirty.
Always makes moms happy.
Emerson Alberhaski now the batter for the Jaguars. Alberhaski hit by pitch in the first and a single in the third. An RBI single. Let me throw that out there in the third. And a balk is called on Stupp, so that is going to walk in Bullwinkle.
That will force him across on the balk call, and that is run number 10 for the Jaguars. And being in the bottom of the fourth, we'll go to the top of the fifth. 10-run rule comes into effect. So Marshalltown will need to score to send this to the bottom of the fifth.
That one, not sure where it missed, but it did. Makes it 2-2 here to Alberhaski. Fouled back, out of play.
Well, you asked earlier what I was doing here on a Thursday, and on a Friday. Marshalltown ran on Thursday instead of Friday this week. They have the fair in town, so it was fair races last night on the high banks. So it freed me up on a Friday night to do something else for a change.
And that's not the only fair going on around town. It's Ankeny Summerfest coming up this next week, as Alberhaski is going to send that one through the legs of Griesel.
So another base runner for Centennial.
Now that'll bring up Leighton Colm.
Colm with a base hit and RBI last time at the dish.
And that pickoff attempt was kind of right in the middle of lackadaisical to the full speed.
Well, he's got that sidearm whip, and that's definitely one of his moves. It's not his best. Big
Alberhaski goes and is in safely at second.
Good pitch to run on, as it was a slow breaking pitch. Took it just a bit longer to get to Kusaro behind the plate.
And with two away and it having happened before, I'm sure the Jaguars are on high alert for that trick play from the Bobcats. Although typically once you see it once, you don't really see it the rest of the game because you're expecting it the rest of the game.
Yeah, once you've tipped your hand there, it's well, it wasn't a trick play.
But it was a pickoff. That will be out number 3. We head to the top of 5. Jaguars hang up 3 in the bottom of 4. It's now 10-0. And Lynham going to come out and have a conversation with Alberhaski.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
And our questions have been answered. It is Anderson now in left field.
So new left fielder for the Jaguars.
And over at second, Jonathan Carrasco enters the lineup.
JC making his first appearance in a while.
JC did make the appearance on Tuesday night. And I believe it was actually this exact same field arrangement, except Morris at third and Alberhaskey on the bump.
Well, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate here for the Bobcats. They need one to move this game along.
On the flip side of that, Jaguars need 3 outs to finish it. As we are in the top of 5, and we have 10 runs for the Jaguars, and Stupp gets bat to ball on that. Reed tracks it down. That's Jackson Reed.
That's one of the best contacts that the Bobcats have made tonight, sending that one fairly deep out there to left center, but Reed able to track it.
So now Dale Green steps into the box. Swings away at the first pitch. That's strike number 1. That one misses, makes it 1-1.
Dropping that one down low. Got Green to chase it, swung over the top.
The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be out number 2. As Stewart hangs the K.
Well, looking a little darker and darker here for the Bobcats with each out as they need one, and they're down to their final out. Schoenfelder trying to keep it alive.
And it's going to be a dribbler to Stewart. Stewart over to Glatt, and that's going to be out number 3. And that's going to do it here this evening from Ankeny Centennial. And I'm going to say it now since it's done. That game was done in under an hour.
Not only is it done under an hour, Stewart throws a perfect 5-inning game. Nobody reached first base.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
15 up, 15 down. A perfect game in 5 innings for Stewart on the bump.
So we are going to take a short break, and then we will be right back. You are watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember, sportsmanship starts with you.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Well, the game started at 7 o'clock. It's currently 8:01.
And we're done for the night.
We
short
are.
night here at the ballpark tonight. What a great job on the mound. Sean Stewart throws a perfect, I said perfect, 5-inning game, 15 up, 15 down.
And it was 1, 2, 3 every inning. And whether it was a strikeout, a line out, one way or another, they got the out every time.
Well, I tell you what, the one to lead off this last inning made me nervous. He connected pretty well, sent it deep out there to left center, but they ran it down. So congratulations to Sean Stewart. Doesn't take much to figure out our player of the game on this one. It's Will Moore. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Sean Stewart.
So Sean Stewart, our Lamberti Goki Lucci player of the game. And I think that's going to do it here on Centennial Digital tonight.
Just like that, we've got an early night out. Not only do I have a Friday night off, I get Friday night out early on the other job I'm filling in for. So, good deal. Centennial moves on.
Well, folks, Centennial will be back in action next Wednesday. They do not play on Monday, as that is the second round of SUBSTATE.
They get their bye on Monday.
They get their bye on Monday, and then Wednesday we get the winner of that game. So I'm sure Andy will keep you guys posted on who we will end up playing on Wednesday. And that's going to do it on behalf of Andy and the crew here at Centennial Digital. This has been Cade.
And Rodney.
We are Tomlinson announcing, and we want to thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student-athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.